Hello, I'm Taylor Tedder, City Manager for Rehoboth Beach, and welcome to this second episode of Tedder Talks Rehoboth Beach. Each month, we highlight some of the issues and people that impact the city of Rehoboth Beach. Remember that you can share comments with me about this episode of Tedder Talks or anything else that's on your mind by posting a comment or question on the Talk with CM Taylor Tedder tool in the Hot Topics section of our Reach Out Rehoboth engagement platform. And you can also get to Reach Out Rehoboth simply by keying in reachout.cityofrehoboth.com. In my short time here so far, I've definitely noticed the pride and passion among residents, visitors, elected officials, and city staff for ensuring that Rehoboth Beach retains its attractive and welcoming small town charm. Having a robust code enforcement program is one of the best tools that the city can employ to make certain that Rehoboth Beach remains attractive and, most importantly, safe for our residents and many visitors. Over the past couple of years, we've received comments from many residents requesting the city step up its code enforcement program, and we heard you. In the past year, the city has expanded its code enforcement program from 1 staff member to 2, and we've made other changes to adopt a more proactive approach toward code enforcement. I'm pleased to be joined now by one of our 2 code enforcement officers, Scott Cantalupo. A self-proclaimed people person, Scott joined the city in September 2023 after nearly 3 decades with Pennsylvania Printing Company and owning his own business. His code enforcement colleague is Amanda Pumbo, who was hired by the city this past February. Before joining the city, Amanda worked for more than 20 years as a police officer in a community near Philadelphia. So Scott, can you tell us a little bit more about what you do and how you approach your daily job?
Well, certainly. Just as the title implies, our job is to enforce the rules of the community as set forth by the codes and ordinances of the city. What we're doing now is trying to work together with the local business community and residents to ensure compliance with city regulations. So with that, our approach really needs to be more even-handed, friendly, and informative. We try to be more consultative than punitive. Not everybody, as I said, is happy to see us. So what we do is try to meet people where they are and work towards compliance to make things better.
We moved to the heart of our commercial district just off of Baltimore Avenue. And Scott, you deal with both residential and commercial concerns in your job. Can you talk to me a little bit about the differences between the two and what are some of the common issues that come up?
Some of the issues that we come across in the city would be things more related to A-frame signs on city property, outdoor dining issues, people working with or without their permits. Dealing with the residential areas, we come across more situations where we're finding people just doing work outside of normal business hours, people that are working with or without the necessary permits that are required to do work in the city. One of the perks, though, of the job, though, is if a member of the public brings something to our attention that they're concerned about, we have an opportunity to pursue it for them so that we can bring about a resolution that brings better adherence to the code.
I know that the city's made some adjustments to make code enforcement more proactive and more visible. Can you tell me some of those measures that have taken place?
Now that we have 2 officers, we're able to split our schedules so that we can be here very early in the morning to catch people maybe working before they should be in the residential areas, or we can also now stay later to have an opportunity to impact people who might be working or doing things in the city commercially that they shouldn't be doing after hours. And another thing that we've added is now we have a citation booklet. So with the citation booklet, instead of taking a response to the city hall and having to fill out a bunch of paperwork, we can actually on site deliver a citation to effect a more immediate resolution to a concern.
Okay, we're going to wrap things up now as we've moved to Stokely Street. Our code enforcement team also works in the city's residential areas, and I have to tell you, Scott, you make code enforcement sound like a fun job. What is it that you like most about the job?
Well, code enforcement is actually a very fun job, and the thing that I like the most about the job is meeting with community members and being able to make a difference in their lives here in the community.
So if someone does have a code enforcement concern, how can they let the city know?
We can be reached by email at buildingandlicensing@cityofrehoboth.com. We can also be reached by telephone at 302-227-6181, extension 222.
Well, great, Scott. Thank you so much for joining me today for Tedder Talks, and thank you out there for watching. I really hope that you'll join us next month as we continue to provide information about topics that impact our community.